I'm Kirsten. I'm a library technician at Longmont Public Library, and in today's edition of Book Bites, I want to tell you about the book that I'm reading right now. I haven't finished it yet, but I'm really enjoying it, and I wanted to share it with all of you. This book is called We Ride Upon Styx by Quan Barry. It was published in March of this year and received a lot of really good reviews, including a starred review from Kirkus. This book is written for adults, but it is about a high school women's field hockey team. It's set in Danvers, Connecticut, which is where the Salem witch trials actually began, and you'll see why that's important. The subject of this book is this women's field hockey team that has not the best performance history, not a great record going into this season, and they decide that they want to improve their performance by channeling dark forces through the medium of an Emilio Estevez notebook. That setup tells you a lot of what you need to know about what this book is like. Full of 80s nostalgia. My favorite part is some hairsprayed bangs that take on a life of their own and are nicknamed The Claw. There's also copious pop culture references, including a Pat Benatar song that becomes the theme song for the season. Really, really fun to read if you lived through the 80s. You'll see a lot that you recognize. In addition to being, really fun and funny, this book touches on a lot of more serious issues. It's a great story about a group of young women discovering their own power in a world that doesn't see them as powerful and maybe doesn't want them to be powerful. So in doing that, it touches on a lot of serious issues like the struggles of race, class, and gender that were certainly prominent in the 80s and definitely continue to resonate with a modern audience, I think. The writing in this book is really interesting. Quan Barry is a poet as well as a novelist, and I think it really shows in the way that she tells a story and uses language. The story is told from the perspective of the entire field hockey team. You never really know who your narrator is, which works great for a story about a group like this. It's not something I've encountered before, but I think it's really interesting. She also was born in Vietnam and grew up in Danvers, Connecticut, where she played on the women's field hockey team in high school in the 80s. And that experience really shows in the details and the care that are brought to telling this story. It's really fun to read something that feels this real and honest. So this book is, a lot of fun, heartfelt and thought-provoking, and definitely unique. It's hard to find really similar works, but I think that this book would appeal to fans of the Netflix series Stranger Things, and maybe also to people who enjoyed the similarly nostalgic, but a little bit darker horror novel, My Best Friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendrix, who has also had some popular books come out in the last few years. I'm reading We Ride Upon Styx as an Overdrive ebook. It is also available in our physical book collection. So if you check it out, let us know what you think. We can all see how it ends together, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. Thanks.